what am I going to do here? You know, I was thinking about these edges, and once you get the paper on each page, it does firm these edges up, so that's a good thing. They're not as fragile as they might be if you didn't cover one side with paper. So I want to, I think, make this another flip, and it's already open on the top, so I'm going to leave it like that, and I am going to slip it so it sits inside the bag. I will just glue that right down to the bag. So all I need to do is cover the front, cover the back, and I think I might leave both of these edges open. Where's a tag? I need a tag, because that might be... Oh, here, I've got another envelope. Let's just test my theory. Yeah, I'm going to leave that open. Somebody can glue it. Whoever gets this journal, they can glue it if they want, but I'm going to leave the top and this side open, so it'll be easier to get something in there. So what do I want to do this page? What do I want? No. Yes, I think... I do kind of like contrasts. I'm going to do that. I think that when I look at this page, I think there's enough pink on it. I love pink, and I always say you can't have too much pink, but sometimes I want to give the eye a break, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use this paper, and I think I might use it on both sides because it'll be easy to write on if somebody wants to use it to journal. So let me move these aside, move that aside. I like this dark corner because it brings in the dark trees here. So how do I want to do this? I could wrap it around, but I don't then get... See, it goes like that. Then I don't get the dark corner I want because I would have to wrap it this way. And I really want this dark corner up here. So let's make that happen. I don't mind tearing it a little larger. I can always trim. But sometimes when you cut it exact, sometimes it actually makes it harder to line up. I don't know why, but for me it does. It could just be me. Because I'm trying to get it exactly where it needs to be. And if I have, you know, a little shaky hand that day, or my... Now, see, I cut that too short. How did I do that? Okay. I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to... Actually, I think I'm going to use darker ink. I've got some walnut stain. I don't know if I mentioned, but I've been using Vintage Photo. But But I think this, I want to go a little darker since I've got some dark in the background. I did not judge that tear very well. That's okay. That's the great thing about junk journals. Just go with it. Like I said, if you make a mistake, just figure out a way to fix it. Let's see if that'll work. I'm just trying to decide if I want to leave. I think I do. Let's. Maybe I had the envelope the wrong way. No, it's still slightly. So I'm going to actually do like I did with other pages. I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge, just a little bit. And I can see I need to darken this side. Okay, Gail, stop putting it the wrong way. What did I do? I still did it wrong, guys. I really wanted, don't ask me why, but I really wanted. Let's take a look. Maybe I'm just being picky. I have no clue how I did that. So, luckily, I have another corner. No clue. Apparently I can't talk and tear at the same time. All right, let's try this again. I want to leave a little bit of that, edge, and just a little bit that edge. Just tearing it while it's on the book. That way I'll know. And just a little bit. Try to get somewhat straight. Boy, did I do it this time? I did. I think I did. All right. Just get rid of that white edge. Okay. All right. Yes. All right, so let me put another piece on this side. Where's that piece I tore off the first time? I am going to hopefully not screw this up. I want to trim this little part right here. Let me ink it up. I'm going to put a little dab of glue. Do I want to do that? Yes, this is just, you can see it's just loose there, and I want to put a little dab of glue. I'm going to leave the green. I like the green inside. Yep, I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to have to... I found my white ruler. Did I tell you I lost it? Did I tell you I knew it was under something somewhere? I was right. It was. Okay. Make sure it fits. Little border all the way around. All right. So that's going to go over the edge. And then it's going to flip out. And let me just reach for something. And then you can just slip something right in. Yes, I like that. Okay. My next question is, do I want to cover, and most likely I do, this. And I think, because it's the inside of the pocket and I'm going to have something in there, I don't really want to like call a lot of attention to it. So I think I'm just going to cover it with some brown paper. If I can find one big enough. Okay. Oh, that matches really well. Will this fit? Too small. Ah, just right. Okay. So, I love the interactiveness of junk journals. I really, truly do. So, yes. Okay, so when you open this, it's, you know, it's not in your face. When you turn the page, you've got an Eiffel Tower hiding under there. And more than likely, because it's what I do, I will probably put a little piece of that Velcro on there. So that's the two flips, and I've got that page taken care of, which that was the one that was bugging me the most as to what am I going to do. I've got that pocket taken care of. I've got a tuck here, tuck here. We know, oh, let's see. Yep, that opens. Got a, whoops, don't want to do that yet. Got a flip there. Got a tuck and a tuck. Got a tuck here. Got a tuck here. Got a tuck here. Got a flip here. Here a tuck, there a flip. Everywhere a little tuck. Okay, this should be dry now. I really do think I want that there, but we'll see. Okay, so I want to start thinking about tags and journal cards for the pockets. So let me go put my thinking cap on and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm procrastinating. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do about these journal cards I want to do, but I do know that I like to add like a little scrappy scrapbook in one of the pockets, so I've got my my folder here of plain scraps, of which I have many, and I've been pulling from this folder just different kinds of papers, different sizes papers, and I want to put together just a little notebook kind of scrappy-doo. So I need it to fit inside one of these pockets. So I need it to be probably let's say about 4.5. Let's do it like 4.5 square, and then that should give us some room to put it inside the pocket because it's at about 5 inches. So do I need to move the camera up? Well, let me just play and we'll see. Like I said, I've got all different kinds of papers. I'm going to make the cover out of, this came out of an old book, so it's pretty sturdy paper. I was going to make it out of this French book page, but I was afraid it would be too thin. So what else do I have? Oh, I have some pink dyed paper and some tea stain paper. I don't want those. I don't know. They must have been stuck to something. Got this little scrap, some stained braille paper. So let's see what we can do here. So I need to take off this edge. What have I got size-wise? I've got 9 inches. So if I fold that in half, I've got about 4.5 inches. So that's not quite straight. That's okay. Let me fold it in half and see what I've got. So I've got 4.5. Now height-wise, I want to come down a little bit. So I'm going to bring that down to about 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 is right about here. Okay. Make sure it'll fit. Yeah, okay. So I just want to add some papers to it. I'm going to fold this in half. Okay, so I might just fold it up or tear it off. We'll see. I just want to keep adding papers. This, I do want to take off this white edge because I do think I want to use this. I'm not looking for perfect straight edges. And I'm going to leave this a trifold, and I think what I will do is I will, when I bind it, I will bind it here, and then that way when you open the page you can still open it and there's room for writing. So I like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's bring in some color. Okay. And I like different heights and widths. I don't want them all even on one edge. So let's say, see if I fold that in half. I'm thinking, do I want to fold it in half, or do I want to fold it? I think I want to do that. So I'm going to fold it like this. And then this edge I will fold in. And this is just another blank page out of a vintage book. It's going to hold up. I'm going to put some tape on that. What do I want? I've got this little, it's a pretty washi tape. And since I don't trust washi tape, I want it to be permanent where I want it to be permanent, I'm just going to put some glue stick on the back. Kind of aim for the middle, but you know, I don't usually make it. And just put it down. Glue scissors. There. Now I feel like it'll hold up better. All right. What do I have here? Oh, this is not the same stripy pink from the Shabby Elegance kit. This is from one of my other kits. I just want to see if it's, oh, that'll work. Let's put some stripes in it. Let's put it this way because you could use it to write on. And I like this wrinkly rough edge. I want to leave it. Okay, let's tear this part off a little bit. And I'm just going to let's see if that's enough to tear off the top. If I fold it in half, I'm going to take it down a little bit more. I love that rough edge. Yes, okay. I'll put them in order. I'm just folding them in to see where they're going to fall. I don't want it real thick. So what else do I want in there? I would like some of this Braille paper. It's always fun just to put an image on it or something. Oh, and it's got some kind of pink stains in it, so I like that. It's uneven. It's great. Love it. Yes, okay. I don't want to get much thicker. too much thicker. Let's put some tea-dyed paper in there. This is some vellum. It's kind of it's an odd vellum. I'm not sure where I got it. The other vellum I have is kind of thick, and this is thinner. Yeah, I just fold that in half. Do I want some of this? This is just some tissue paper. I don't know how that will hold up to the binding, but I could put some tape on it. I like that at the bottom. So, okay, let me address the heights of this, and then I will put them in order and see what we've got. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Okay. Yes. And I'm just going to do a little 2-hole binding here. I'm just guessing here. 2-hole. Let me see if I can get a smaller needle that thread will still go through. Let's see if it'll go through this one. It's a little smaller head here. I would like that, then I wouldn't have to make as big a hole. But I'm just going to cut that at an angle. Yay, okay. I just flattened it and cut the end off at an angle, and that helped. And then if I run it down the length, that kind of flattens it. So hopefully when I go through, now, I want to stay, I'm going to put 2 holes in it, and I want them right here in the middle because of that little piece right there. I want to catch it, so I am going to just mark, and I don't want to get too close to the bottom or too close to the top because it'll rip out. Okay, so that's where I'm going to put my holes. You know, I may not even need a awl. Let's see. I better clip it. Knowing me, I'll get klutzy and drop all my papers. Oh, my fingers these days don't work like they used to, so I need to start a hole. They don't have the strength they used to have. Okay. This one's just simple. It's Alright. So it looks like everything caught okay. So it's just a little scrappy. As I told you, I'm a slow creator. This may be more than you asked for, more than you wanted. Let's do a little collage on the front of this. A little bit of book page collage. I like that there. Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? There's another one. Here she is. Oh, she's a little too tall. I think I'm going to use her because I have some green in there. But I want something else here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then just a little something here at the bottom. I have this is my little embossing folder bag. I think I'd like to do something embossed down there. Oh, this is a... so you can see it up closer, it's a greeny color. All right. Okay guys, I don't know if you remember me saying it, but in the beginning of this I said I will cover things up if I find something I like better, and I think that's what I'm going to do here. So, let's get a little glue under here so it will stay in place, because that's right where I want it. And then I'll trim it. I could probably still peel that brown paper off, but I'll just glue over it. Oh yes, I like that. And I just had a thought. Somewhere in here I have, there it is. Which way do I want it? Okay, I want her over here. And just in case you might be interested why, when I put her over here, and this just goes back to my old painting days, and if I put this over here somewhere, what I see is that her eyes are going out of the frame, out of the canvas, and it's directing your eye away from the canvas, the focal point, whatever it is that you might have down, whether it's a collage or a painting. So over here, if I put her down with the little circle behind her, this visually stops your eye and keeps you focused on what you want people to be focused on. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stamp something on here, and then this, that way I'll have the book then. I have some sample stamps, and I like all of them, so I just have to figure out which one would I like. That's too big. These are signatures from the past one. That's what these are. This is her second set of stamps. The other one is signatures from the past two. And then her first set of stamps, similar to this, were, I think it's dates from the past, part 1 and part 2. And I'm just looking to see what will fit. I want to do that. Of course, I've already put that on there, but we will make it work. I'm not the best stamper. Warning you now. I am not. When stamping was all the rage, I was doing other things, I guess. I always like to test it to make sure I've got enough ink on there. Okay. Okay, let's hope that I get it halfway decent in the middle somewhere. If you see my head, excuse me. I'm trying not to, but I'm trying to see. Yes. Okay. These are great stamp sets to have, I think. This is the first set. You can tell they're well used. I just got these, so I'm working on them. Okay. How about a little bit of lace? A little bit of lace. What about, I've got a scrap down here, a box down here with lace scraps in it. And then I've got another one with fabric scraps in it. And I'm just trying to no, it's too much green. Let's go stick with the lace, Gail, the lace idea. Yes, that's it. Just something simple. It's just knitting with the little Swiss dots. So I am going to just put some glue stick. It's not, it's lace, but it's not in your face. And before I do that, and maybe I'll just tone it down a little bit. I think that's all I'm going to do to that. And then somebody else can have the fun of filling it up and adding images or whatever they want on the inside. Notes and images, pictures, memories. See, this could be glued right here, and then you've got a little pocket, and same here, this could be glued, and you've got a tuck spot. Here's another one. A pocket could be added, could be added to the back inside and the front inside. All right, so, yay, something done. What did I do? There it is. So, let's just see how it fits. Oh, it fits just fine. Just fine, fine, and dandy. Either way. All right. I'm going to set that aside for now. Close my scrap drawer. And, oh, let's collage. Let's collage the front of a journal card, a large journal card. I don't know how many of these large ones I'm going to do. I'd like to do one or two. So again, my go-to is just to start with some book page. And like you saw with the scrappy book, you know, I may cover it up, but it gets me started. It's just a step. So did I mention I don't like points on my edges? One of my little quirks, I guess. Let's do that. I'm just going to start laying some papers down, and then I will find some images most likely to go on top. Okay, that was just a basic collage on the front of this card. The base is just a scrap vanilla folder that I had left. The the postcard image with the swan is from the kit, and the label is from the kit. And for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I will come back once I've filled like all the pockets and things. Then I'd like to come back, I don't know if I mentioned this, and look at maybe adding some more details. Like this area could take a label, or maybe a stamp, or maybe a piece of lace or a piece of fabric. But I've got this far, so at least when I come back to it, I've got something to start with for inspiration. So I'm just gonna, I'll just tuck it in there for now to keep her safe. So I think, guys, what I'm going to do, you saw how I collage. I've collaged an envelope. I collaged the front of the little scrappy notebook, and I've collaged this. So, excuse me. So you've seen just some samples of how I collage, and so I am going to do the rest off camera, unless there's something special I want to do to show you, and then I'll come back and we'll take a look at it and see what needs to be done as far as details. Okay, so gosh, I feel like this has been going on forever. I'm so sorry. I'm so slow. This is why I've always hesitated on doing something like this, but you guys are the greatest, so I know you won't bang me too hard. Anyway, I will be back.